Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. I am going to start off something new for my NBA 2K Series 21, and it's something we've never done before, and I like to do this: playoffs. So you go to the playoffs, and let's check out the start mode. And I am actually thinking about doing the Minnesota Timberwolves in this series, so that's something interesting that we should actually see. So we're going to change it up a little bit. So we're going to put in Trailblazers. So I meant to put in the Magic and then put in the Chicago Bulls in there. So the Philadelphia 76ers, I might put in the Detroit Pistons for replacement. So we're going to play as the Minnesota Timberwolves in this franchise, and we are getting ready to advance for the very first episode of our NBA 2K series. So we're going to play the game against the Utah Jazz, and we're just going to be at home at Target Center in Minneapolis. Alright, here we are at the Target Center for Game 1 of what will be the road to the NBA Finals. So there can only be two teams, one from the Western Conference and one from the Eastern Conference, that can actually make the NBA Finals. So here are your starting lineups for both Utah and Minnesota. So the tip-off should begin in a moment. So our home court advantage, we're probably not going to win this game since we're at a D+. And we actually win the tip-off. So Jarred Vanderbilt will pass this one off to Karl-Anthony Towns, and we actually make it in for 2 points. So Mike Conley has possession of the basketball, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the ball. He makes his first steal of the postseason, and that, my friends, is your first dunk of the postseason. 2 points in the paint for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So they're going to pass this off to Mike Conley, and Mike Conley loses the ball. Jarred Vanderbilt, so I'm going to pass this to KAT, Karl-Anthony Towns. It gets intercepted to Mike Conley, so they lose the basketball. Anthony Edwards passes it to Karl-Anthony Towns, and he dunks that in for 2. So it's now 6-0 here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Also home of the Minnesota Vikings. So the Vikings play in Minneapolis. So Donovan Mitchell, I don't know if he went to Louisville or not, but Louisville product. So Rudy Gobert from France gets the foul. So Karl-Anthony Towns gets an extra chance to go to the free throw line. And the question is, will he make this one count? The answer will be a yes sirree. And it's now 9-2 here at Target Center. So Mike Conley is going to pass this to Joe Ingles. Ingles, he's going to step back, and he's going to pass this one to Gobert. And he's going to try to drive this one in. He misses that shot. So Karl-Anthony Towns is going to pass this to Jarred Vanderbilt. So he makes that dunk. So that he's going to make it splash for the T-Wolves. And Mike Conley has possession of the basketball. D'Angelo Russell gets the foul. And it's 0-0. The series is 0-0. First team to 4 will win it and will advance. So Conley, the Ohio State man, loses the basketball, but it goes out of bounds. Utah does claim that possession whatsoever. So Bogdan Bogdanovic, he is going to pass this one to Mike Conley. He's going to pass it to Joe Ingles. And he's only got 6 seconds left on the shot clock. So Reed, he's going to make that dunk. And it's now 13-2 here in Minneapolis. So Ricky Rubio makes that steal. He played for the Olympic basketball team in Spain. So he's going to make that splash for 3 points. Utah takes that timeout. We're going to take a small break. All right, now it's 22-7 here in Minneapolis. So I'm going to pass this to Malik Beasley and then to Noel and then Beasley. I'm going to do a 3-pointer behind the arc with Beasley, and he's going to make this one splash. It's now 25-7. So Conley has possession. He's going to lose the ball. Malik Beasley picks it up for the T-Wolves, and it's going to be 27-7 here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So this is going to be a interesting first game in the first round. So Beasley picks that up. He's going to make that another dunk, make that splash. And it's going to be 29-7. So they've had 9 turnovers, 17 points. That's what we used. And we've only had 1 turnover, which isn't all that bad. So we picked up Ricky Rubio from Spain. And Rubio, he's going to make that in. He was 11% covered. So Bogan Bogdanovic, he's going to pass it to the big man, Rudy Gobert, from the country of France. So he's also in this year's Olympics, Gobert. I mean, France has been slightly improving over the years. So the Minnesota Timberwolves do take a timeout. Alright, now we have possession of the basketball. D'Angelo Russell, I'm going to pass this one off to Jaden McDaniels. And they had really low energy, Karl-Anthony Towns and Malik Beasley. So they're on the bench resting up for the next few quarters. So Donovan Mitchell has possession of the basketball. He doesn't know what direction he's actually going to take this, but he's going to pass this one to Royce O'Neal. He actually misses it. Naz Reid, he's going to pass this one to D'Angelo Russell, and he's going to drive it in one-handed. And we have 35 points in this game so far. And this is, the first quarter is almost over, so the Jazz are trailing by a whole lot of points. They're giving up a whole lot of points here in this first quarter. So Anthony Edwards, who was drafted #1 last November, from the University of Georgia, and his 20th birthday is today. So he's a little bit older than me by about 6, maybe 7 weeks, because I was born in 2001, but I was born September the 27th. So they're going to actually make it in for the 3 throw here. So Derek Favors actually makes that in for 2. So it's now 38-11. So I got D'Angelo Russell. He's going to pass this to Jaden McDaniels. So McDaniels, he's going to put that right foot step back. And we'll see you guys in the second quarter. Alright, beginning of the second quarter here at Target Center for Game 1 of the Western Conference first round. Donovan Mitchell, he has possession of the basketball. He's going to actually miss that shot. So Juan Herm-Gomez, he's going to pass it to Jarred Vanderbilt, and then I'm going to pass this off to D'Angelo Russell. He's going to shoot it from behind the arc, and that's going to make it spectacular, having a 3-pointer to begin this second quarter here in Minneapolis. So I'm going to pass this one off to Jarred Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt, he's going to step back. And the release was not great, but at least we got 2 points in. So we're 21 for 21. So it's good. So we might end up having 100 points by the end. Well, more than 100 points by the end of this episode. So Jordan Clarkson, who played with Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. So we benched the outscoring Jazz bench by 7 points. So that's something interesting that you don't see a whole lot. Anthony Edwards is going to make this splash for 3. So it's now 50-13. So we're leading this by 37. And we have the highest probability of winning today's episode. So they don't have the best defensive IQ in this game, the Jazz, right now. So he just made the layup there. So we've had 24 points off of 12 turnovers. So let's see. 24 divided by 12 does equal 2. So if I did the math correctly, we did at least make 2 points off of those successful turnovers successfully. So D-Mitch, he's going to make that into the paint for 2 points. So that's going to be 52-15. Anthony Edwards, I'm going to pass this to D'Angelo Russell. And he's going to make a back layup. So that's a nice one. So we had a timeout here to substitute our game plan. So I'm going to pass this to Karl-Anthony Towns. He's doing really well offensively. The thing he really needs to improve on is his defensive IQ and steals, because look at their steals. So he can pick this one up and it goes out of bounds. So the Utah Jazz do still have possession of the ball, so they got lots and lots of time if they want to catch up, and they're trailing by 37. So chances are, with they're playing like this right now, they're not going to win any game. So Karl-Anthony Towns, he makes that dunk for Minnesota, and he's making it splash for the T-Wolves once at it again. And for the next episode of this T-Wolves road to the NBA Finals, I'm going to shorten the quarters to 2 minutes because this is way too long of a video to do, and I need to go over statistics for this video. So I hope you guys are really enjoying this content. So they're going to pass this off to Rudy Gobert and Bojan Bogdanovic. He's going to pass this one off to Mike Conley, who had never made a NBA All-Star game up until this season. So we got Jaden McDaniels. So he's going to go up. He's going to make that dunk for Minnesota. So we have, I think, about 60 points in this first half. So within 2 minutes, we would have 60 points. So I'm going to pass this one to Malik Beasley. He makes that in. So it's now 62-19. We're leading this by 43 points. So Mike Conley, he's going to pass this one. He's going to have possession of the basketball. He's still dribbling for it. So Conley, he's going to make it. Not going to make it. He's going to miss. So Jarred Vanderbilt. And I'm going to pass this off to KAT, Karl-Anthony Towns, from, I believe he's from Edison, New Jersey, I'm pretty sure. So he makes that count. So it's now 64-19. Target Center's getting pretty excited to see the T-Wolves win their first playoff game, hopefully playoff series, since 2004, because in 2004 they made the Western Conference Finals, but they fell to the Los Angeles Lakers, and then eventually the LA Lakers would not win the finals against the Pistons 4-1. And we'll see you guys in the second half. Alright, now it's 76-27, so there's 4:30 to go in the third. And D'Angelo Russell, he's trying to do the famous AI crossover, and he gets blocked there. So Josh Okogie, and there is apparently a jump ball. So this means that we're going to have another tip-off. Not necessarily in the center of the court, but Minnesota does not have possession whatsoever. Mike Conley has possession. He's going to pass this to Jordan Clarkson. Hey, he's going to pass this one off to Rudy Gobert. And then he's going to pass this to Jordan Clarkson. And then he's going to pass it to Derek Favors. And then the Donovan Mitchell. They're going to play that hot potato game here, as Clarkson misses that shot. And then Jalen Howell, he's going to pass this to Naz Reid. Uses that one-handed dunk there, and he makes that in. So it's now 78-27. So Mike Conley has possession of the basketball. Not anymore, because D'Angelo Russell picked it up. The former Brooklyn Nets player make that recovery. So he makes that in. So it's now a 53-point lead here for the T-Wolves. So Donovan Mitchell, they do not actually make that one in. So they're going to pass this one to Josh Okogie, and he's going to make that one behind the arc. So it's now 83-27. Oh, wow, this game has gone pretty uptight here in this one. So it's now 89-31, because Minnesota just Oh wait, excuse me. Utah actually just scored, so I'm gonna pass this one off to Davis, and then Karl-Anthony Towns. There is a foul there. It's on Derek Favors as shooting foul. So we've had 48 points in the paint. So majority of our points were in the paint, 95% in field goals. So 26. Well, half of it. I meant Utah had 26 points in the paint. So about majority of their points were in the paint. So Karl-Anthony Towns, he's red hot right now. He is on a roll in today's episode. And I'm actually gonna take a break in the fourth quarter for filming because I don't have a lot of that time left on my camera, so they're actually gonna miss that one. Malik Beasley, he's gonna pass this one off to Vanderbilt, and Karl-Anthony Towns drives that one in. So Minnesota has had 14 rebounds in this, while Utah had 5. So Karl-Anthony Towns makes the steal there, and he's going to dunk it in for once more. Here comes the State Farm assist of the game here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So D'Angelo Russell passes that one to Karl-Anthony Towns. So we actually have possession of this fourth quarter. So in this drive, we're only going to show you the first few seconds of this, and then we're going to take a break, and then we'll see you guys after possibly the 2:30 mark of the fourth quarter. Alright, so we're less than 2 minutes away from winning the first game in the first round. So if we win 3 more games, we actually do get a chance to advance. So Thomas, Jaden McDaniels actually gets that foul there. So this is kind of fun doing the playoffs because you get to choose your own teams and you get to play as them throughout the playoffs. So 114 to 44 is the score as of right now. So I am going to pass this off to Josh Okogie, and then Josh Okogie, he's going to make that in from 2 points. So it's now 116 to 44. So we're at 93% field goals. That's really, really impressive. So we have higher chances of actually winning this game and possible series because of how well our shooting has been average. I mean, T-Wolves, they say they don't have the best type of shooters in this league, but in this series it is. So with a minute 13 to go in this game, this is a sure game. You don't want to miss this one. So D. Russell, he is going to step this back, and he's going to make that in for 3, 122 to 46. So it's now 125 to 46 here in Target Center in Minneapolis. So they actually missed this one. So we got D'Angelo Russell, and I'm going to pass this one to Ed Davis, and then back to Josh Okogie. And he's going to step back here, and he's going to make this one. And it's now going to be an 81-point lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's there, as they are going to win this episode fair and square. So we are actually going to attempt a 3-pointer. So we've made a lot of threes in this episode. So we've had this one, so it's going to be 130 to 46. So we'll explain the numbers and the statistics in about 1 minute and about 12 seconds from now. And we actually will be the winners of today's episode. We win this episode by 84, because 130 minus 46 does equal 84. So the Minnesota Timberwolves lead this one. And this is the end of game 1. T-Wolves win it 130 to 46. All I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you guys at stats. Karl-Anthony Towns, 33 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals on the day, 15 for 15. And the field goals, 3 for 3 in the free throw. And he had 5 dunks, so I give him player of the game credit. Josh Okogie had 22 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 steals on the day. D'Angelo Russell had a dunk, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals on the day for him. So Malik Beasley... Karl-Anthony Towns also had an offensive rebound. Malik Beasley had 13 points, 1 rebound, 3 steals and 2 dunks on the day. Anthony Edwards, 12 points and 1 dunk on the day. So Matt Thomas, 8 points in all. Donovan Mitchell, 7 points, 2 assists on the day with 1 dunk. Rudy Gobert, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist on the day. So that wraps it up, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in Game 2 of the T-Wolves.